Hello, sunshine. How are you today? You said what? You better say good. I'm not playing with you. Or at least your day better be good now that you're looking at me in my podcast. But my day is good now that I'm recording it. And now that you're looking at it. So, hello. How are you today? My hair looks atrocious. This wig is like so freaking tangled and wonky and just everywhere. And I'm sorry. I came on here looking a wreck. Only thing that's saving me is this red lipstick that I have on that I look like an auntie with. But it's okay. And I'm trying to adjust the laptop so you guys can get a good angle of me. But is it working? No. So this is so unorganized. Like, okay, this is good. But hi guys. Back with another episode of Chaotic Counsel. Welcome. I'm your host, Sierra Jade. Yeah, my hair looks so crazy. Like I don't even have a brush by me to save it. Like this is the circumstance where I would prefer you just listen to it. Because I just look crazy. But hope you guys are doing well today. I'm hoping that what we talk about is giving tea, it's giving tea. What we're talking about today is giving intellectual, let me think about this, tea, and yeah, so today we're going to be talking about beauty standards, and mostly with women. Well, totally with women, because who cares about men beauty standards? Like, let's be real. Like, men don't even have to do much like women do. So we don't care about y'all. So, I just really wanted to talk about this topic because beauty standards is something that is just always like, it like stays the same, but it changes at the same time. It's like weird, but it's something that I feel like is very, 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 very useless, and we're going to talk about that. So, of course, I want to bring this up because this is the event that really, like, oh my God, really made me think, not even just beauty standards. Let's just talk about validation and beauty standards all in one. Like, validating yourself and making yourself feel like that girl and not seeking outside validation, even just internally or externally. Like, you don't need anybody else's validation. So we're going to be getting into that. We're going to be unpacking that. But diving into external validation, one event that really like made me like really like sad was the passing of Jackie O, DC Young Fly's, the mother of his children. And I feel like that's something that really, it just really was sudden and it was so like unexpected. But I mean, nobody's death is like expected, but like her passing was just like, wow, like she was so young. Her kids are so young. Like, it's just like, you would have never thought that would happen. But if you don't know, sources say that she passed away from surgery complications. She had went in for a mommy makeover, and she had like a blood something, like a reaction in the blood with like, I forgot what it was called, but she ended up passing away, and that is so unfortunate. It's so disheartening, and like that really had me like, wow, like actually like in my feelings. And I didn't even know the woman, but it's like you just like think about how she passed and like, just her kids and DC Young Fly, and it's just like, wow, like it just makes you really think about like appreciating life more and thinking about just taking in every moment that you can, because you really never know when it's your time to go. So that's another lesson that really like you really have to take from that. And just everybody who passes like suddenly and the healthiest people. It's just like you never know. You never know when it's your time. So it's like you have to really, really take in every moment and live in every moment and live in the present. You can't stress about what you did before or what's gonna happen, like, because you never know. None of us are psychic. No matter how much people call me now, like you, Miss Cleo. None of us can really, really, really tell what's gonna happen, what our fate is. So, and it's not something that we should just dwell on, like, yeah. But yeah, trying to be all motivational speaker, but yeah, no, like, seriously, like, we never know when our time is here and when our time is done. Like, we never know. But hearing that she passed away from the mommy makeover, it just really, like, it's just so crazy, because it's just like that can happen to anybody, like anybody who goes to have surgery. And I don't want y'all to think that this is me bashing like you getting plastic surgery or bashing anybody getting surgery, because if you feel like some people feel like that's what they need to feel confident within their self for them. And if you want to do that, do you, girl. But make sure that you go to somebody who has some stars behind them, like who has some credibility, because you can't just go to any doctor, because plastic surgery is still surgery. It's still something that is like your life is on the line. Like your life is like, you just like, it's surgery. So it's not something that you should take lightly, and not something that you should just go to anybody for because you want a BBL or you want this or this or this. Because it's either you're going to come out and have serious health problems, you're going to come out and not like it, or you're just gonna look dumb. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, y'all go to these surgeons and get these BBLs, and me and my mom be talking about y'all. Me and my friends be talking about y'all, because you look better with the pancake booty than you did after the surgery, post-surgery. Like, you look better pre-op than you do post-op. So it's just like, I don't know. But I also feel like, however, if you do feel like you need to go get surgery, cool. But I also feel like we're not encouraging authentic self-love enough. We're not encouraging loving yourself as is enough, and like admiring our imperfections, because everybody has them. And another thing that plays into that is social media, because you see these women, these influencers who get these surgeries, and you think that that's the way to look, and that's the problem. Excuse me. And I know you're probably like, if you've seen me, probably like, oh, okay, big booty Judy. It's okay for you to say that. But no, seriously, like, I didn't always love my body. I didn't always love the way I look. I still have insecurities with my body. But at the same time, it's just like, I would never go out here and say that I would. I mean, I don't know. I'm only 18, so I don't know what I would do 2 years from now. But I just don't see myself getting surgery. I just don't, because I just don't. But that's me. Everybody's different. But I feel like we're not encouraging enough authentic self-love. We're not like shedding enough light on imperfections and embracing imperfections, rather than just going to change them immediately. And you see these influencers, and it's like everybody looks the same. Like, it's a lot of models, Instagram models, and they all look the same. And that's not something that I feel like we should be comparing ourselves to. We shouldn't be comparing ourselves to these Instagram models who get these BBLs, get surgeries, and everybody wants to be shaped like Mrs. Incredible. But Mrs. Incredible ain't getting no BBL. She just stacked like that. But that's not the ideal way to look. Like, and I feel like society paints it as you're not acceptable unless you have a big boobs and a big butt and a waist this teeny. You don't even have a waist. And that's unrealistic, and it's just unethical, because we're not all created like that. We're not all born like that. We're not all, and nobody should want to be like that. Why do y'all all want to look the same? Why do y'all all want to look like the person next to you? That just takes all the authenticity away. And it's no point in that. There's no point in that. So I feel like learning from situations where you see people getting botched or people even losing their life from plastic surgery, I feel like we should all tap into our loving our authentic selves and knowing that we were made divinely to we were just made divinely individuals. And I can't even talk, but you get what I'm saying. Like, we were all made in our own divine way. We were all made with our own specific DNA, like our own body shape, our own body face structure. Like, we're all not going to look the same, and we should all not want to look the same, you know? And I'm not saying that if you feel like you need to change something about yourself for you, do it. But like I said, take the safe precautions and be aware of who you're going to and do your research so that you know what you're getting into, because plastic surgery is not just something that just because you see everybody else doing it doesn't mean that something can't go wrong with you. So just make sure that you're going to the right people for the right results. But also, if you're doing it, make sure you're doing it for you and not acceptance from other people, or from comparing yourself to somebody who's not even the person that they came out the woo-ha looking like. They a totally different person, totally different body, totally different face. No. And like body image, like I feel like, you know, women, like even me, like we put so much pressure on ourselves to look a certain way, to act a certain way because of how society paints it and just hearing what people have to say. But like when you really look at it from the bigger picture, that stuff do not matter. I was about to cuss. I'm trying to stay PG. It does not matter. It does not matter, because at the end of the day, we're all swag, we're all cunts, we're all slaying. So why do you care what anybody else has to say about you? Like, especially men. If you're letting a man who wears the same 3 pairs of jeans, has a scruffy beard, a beard that don't even connect, has BDBs right here, taco meat right here, tell you how you should look, I don't even care if he paying your bills, honey. I don't even care. Don't even let him try to tell you how you should look. Don't let any man try to tell you how to look. Not even your father. Not even your father, your uncle, your brother, your nobody. Because they're a man. Who cares what they think? I'm sorry, but who cares? I mean, no. No, because no, you just shouldn't. And your body is going to constantly go through changes. You know, you may go out here and get a BBL and you skinny, you get a BBL. Girl, all you had to do was wait 5 more years. That weight was going onto you. You gain weight as you get older, whether you like it or not. Weight gain is a part of getting older. And your metabolism slows down. So it's just like you have to give yourself grace and let your body fully form, before you go out here and get surgery, and let your body fully settle. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with the process, because you're not going to always look the way you look now. You're not going to look like that in a year or 2. You never know. So just be aware of that. And girl, if ain't nobody tell you, or boy, I guess I don't like gassing men up, but you are beautiful. The way you are is perfect right now. The way you are is perfect right now. Don't feel like you have to look like everybody online, because that's unrealistic. It's unrealistic. Even with me, with this red lipstick, this grandma lipstick on, and this wig, I will come on here sometimes with my bonnet on. I just got cute for y'all. I gave y'all a little cha-cha-cha today. But this is not always going to be me. This is not always going to be how I look. This is not always going to be what y'all are going to get. So, but at the end of the day, we're all human. We all are not glammed up all the time. Child, I'm bloated right now. I ain't got no titties. But You won't see me getting a boob job because at the end of the day, I'm fine with not having titties. But if you feel like you need titties, then you don't have titties, go get them, babe. Just make sure they don't look like stress balls on your boob, like on your chest. Make sure they don't look like stress balls sitting on your chest. Don't make them look like I can use your chest as a cutting board to slice some onions because they so hard, they so solid. That's all I'm gonna say. Just take pride in who you go to if you want to get surgery. Just take pride, because it's not even just about how you come out looking. It's about your life. You don't know what can happen. If you don't go to somebody with the good credentials, you don't know what can happen, babe. So, yeah, but it's just crazy how beauty standards are and how people want you to look a certain way. Even with, and I feel like another thing I want to touch on is how we like, this is one thing that irks my soul, and I don't know why it irks me. I don't know why. I feel like I'm a hater for saying this. But like, I feel like we're quick to gas up the women who wear full faces of makeup and call them gorgeous. I'm not saying we should have gassed women up regardless. But at the same time, it's like we're quick to gas up the women who wear full faces of makeup, full wigs all the time, rather than also gassing up the women who are bald headed. Like, why is our beauty being measured by the length of hair that we have? Because if we're being real, some of these women out here that's looking like Ellen DeGeneres is eating the Rapunzels up. Ellen DeGeneres and Eves is eating y'all up. If you can rock a bald head, nobody's touching you. Sorry. Nobody's touching you. You know how hard it is to rock a bald head? You have to have a certain head shape, certain facial structure, and you just got to have it. You just have to have it. If you don't have it, you don't have it. Keep that hair on your head. Don't cut it off. But yeah, like I feel like we're more prone to gas up the women who have artificial things than the women who are embracing their authentic beauty, their authenticity, you know? I feel like that's something that we should tweak in the system, because everybody deserves to get gassed up. But at the same time, I feel like the women who are more in their natural era and are in tune with their authentic self and are flaunting it, that's something you can't come by. Like, that's something that's commendable, because it's hard to accept yourself fully and love yourself. And when you put that out to people, it's like kind of a healing thing. Like, you're becoming more accepting because you're sharing more of that. So I just feel like that's something that's also should be very commended. And, you know, just gassing women up with bald heads, saggy breasts, stretch marks, cellulite, the little mom jiggly belly, all of that, because that's the reality of it. That's the reality. It's not always flat stomachs, hard, solid, big double D's in a BBL that looks like it hurts when you walk. And I'm not trying to surgery bash. I'm really not. But I am going to bash you if you're going to somebody and you know they're going to F you up. You know they're going to have you out here looking like a hot mess. Like I said, you should have kept the pancake booty. You look better with it than going and getting a bowling ball getting a bowling ball booty and having legs like bean poles, you know? So, yeah. I feel like that's all I have to say. I digress. My closing statement would be that we should not even consider beauty standards. They're unrealistic. You make your own beauty standard for yourself. Don't let anybody else influence it, because you are your own person. You are the one that's going to be in your body for the rest of your life. And don't rely on social media to give you the validation. Don't. It feels good. Don't get me wrong. But don't rely on it for your self-worth. Love your authentic self, because we all are made in our own divine way. And we all have imperfections that make us more perfect. So, and I sound like Alessia Cara. There's a hope that's waiting for you. And that's how I sound right now, but I'm being real. But yeah, I hope you guys took something from what I said. I hope I didn't sound too cliche. Love you guys. I will see you guys in the next episode of Chaotic Counsel. Make sure to comment, and if you're listening to this, you can't do that. Like, if you're on Spotify, follow my Instagram, Sierra.jade. And if you're on YouTube, still follow my Instagram. Comment what you want to see next, what topics you would want me to talk about, or, you know, just your input on what I'm saying. You know, I'm a big girl. I could take it. Kind of. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Soto.